Hello, my name is Robbie from Girl Bike Love. In this video, we're going to be telling you everything you need to know when it comes to using a heart rate monitor on a spin bike. Let's go. So what is a heart rate monitor? So a heart rate monitor is a device that we use to measure our pulse. So typically it measures it in BPM, which stands for beats per minute. So just say you're at 100 BPM, that means that your heart is beating 100 times in a 60-second period. Heart rate monitors come in many different shapes and sizes. You might find them as a wrist strap, an armband, a chest strap, or you might even find a heart rate monitor inbuilt into the handlebars of your bike. The best ones to use are definitely the chest straps. They're the most comfortable and the most accurate. And the worst ones to use are probably the ones in the handlebars of your bikes. They're good for a rough estimate, but as far as tracking your fitness, they're not very efficient. So why is a heart rate monitor so useful? So in my opinion, a heart rate monitor is one of the best indoor cycling accessories you can get. First reason being, you can track your intensity. So by looking at your heart rate in real time, if it's really high, you know you're working hard. If it's really low, you might be slacking off a bit there. The next reason being, you can use it to structure workouts. So just say you wanted to do an interval workout, you could use your heart rate and go through different zones to ensure that you're following that structure properly. So another great reason to have a heart rate monitor is for tracking your progress. So just say you were to do a workout at resistance level 10, which lasted an hour and your average heart rate was 150. You did a training program, returned to it 3 months later and your average heart rate was 130. It's much less, so you know you're getting more efficient and you're getting fitter on the bike. And finally, the last reason you might want to wear a heart rate monitor is for health and safety. So just say you're riding your bike and your heart rate is ridiculously high or ridiculously low and there's nothing wrong with your heart rate monitor. Now it could be a red flag that you're getting poorly or you might need to pop and see a doctor for a checkup. So how do you use a heart rate monitor? So the first thing you need to do is put it on. So I am using a Wahoo chest strap monitor here. As soon as I put it on, the light started blinking to tell me that it's ready to connect to a device. So if you're lucky enough to have a Bluetooth bike, you can literally just connect it by using the connect button. If, like me, you're using an iPad or a smart device, you need to load up an application. I'm using Peloton here. Then all you need to do is go to the small button of the connections, click on it, find your heart rate monitor, hit it, and now you're going to have your heart rate on the screen. That simple. So now we're going to move on to a few questions we get asked here at Girl Bike Love about heart rate monitors. So the first one, what is the best kind of heart rate monitor to use? So in my opinion, after using wrist straps, bike monitors, chest straps, by far the chest strap is the best heart rate monitor you're going to get. Not only does it feel much better on the body, but you get more accurate results. And when all you're seeing is pros using those, you know that's probably the way to go. The next question, what happens if your heart rate is too high during cycling? So we all have different heart rates. So some people are able to get above 200 beats per minute. Others might struggle to get above 130. If you find you're above your maximum, then you need to see if your heart rate monitor is working properly. And if it is, then you might want to stop and maybe contact a medical professional. If you are under your maximum and you're always very high, then you might need to see if your maximum heart rate is correct, or you could just be working too hard in the sessions and need to ease back a little bit. And finally, what is the best workout for a high heart rate? So in my opinion, if you really want to challenge yourself, I'd highly recommend doing some intervals. Although you will be resting a lot, the times where you are working, you're able to push that heart rate so much higher. So if you're looking for a really high heart rate, really intense workout, then definitely go for some intervals. So thanks for taking the time to watch our video. If you've got any tips or tricks for anyone that's using a heart rate monitor, make sure to put them in the comments below. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to the Girl Bike Love YouTube channel. Stay cool.